What happens when the world's two biggest economies collide? In the 21st century, economic power isn't just about factories and trade, it's about influence, technology, and control. This is the story of the US-China trade war, how it began, what it cost, and whether it's truly over. For decades, the US and China enjoyed a complex but mutually beneficial relationship. China became the factory of the world, exporting everything from electronics to clothing. The US became its biggest customer, but beneath the surface, tensions simmered. The US trade deficit with China ballooned to over $300 billion by 2017. American officials accused China of unfair trade practices, from currency manipulation to forced technology transfers and intellectual property theft. Many saw China's rise as a threat to American dominance, and in 2018, those tensions exploded. It all began in March 2018 when President Donald Trump announced tariffs on Chinese steel and aluminum. The message was clear: America first. China struck back, targeting American soybeans, cars, and agricultural products. What followed was a tit-for-tat battle of tariffs, worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Key flashpoints: 2018. US imposes $34 billion in tariffs. China retaliates. 2019. Tariffs expand to cover over $500 billion in goods. Tech war intensifies. Huawei and ZTE come under fire. US bans some Chinese tech firms citing national security. The global economy held its breath. The effects rippled across both countries. In the US, farmers suffered. Prices of goods rose. Companies paid billions in import taxes. In China, exporters lost orders. Manufacturing slowed. Investors grew anxious. But it wasn't just about dollars. It was about influence and the future of global trade. Global repercussions in geopolitics. Other nations were caught in the middle. The EU, Japan, and emerging economies all had to adjust trade policies and navigate the fallout. The trade war triggered a wider conversation about economic nationalism, reshoring, and the weaponization of trade. In January 2020, the US and China signed the Phase 1 deal. China agreed to buy more American goods. Both sides committed to better intellectual property protections. But by then, the COVID-19 pandemic was looming, and everything was about to change again. Supply chains were disrupted, companies began moving operations to Vietnam, India, and beyond, seeking stability. Conclusion and the road ahead. Today, the trade war is technically on pause, but far from over. Under President Biden, many of Trump's tariffs remain in place. The tech battle continues, especially in areas like semiconductors, AI, and national security. The US-China trade war reshaped how the world thinks about globalization. It raised questions. Can trade be free and fair? Can countries cooperate in a competitive world? In the end, the trade war wasn't just about goods and services. It was about power. And that story is still being written. Subscribe, like, and comment messages. If you found this video informative, don't forget to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the US-China trade war. Like this video to support more bite-sized documentaries just like this one. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a deep dive into global issues.